A pretty good crowd filed into FAU Stadium for the spring game 2013. Those in attendance were able to register their vote for the new helmet design that they liked best. They also finally had their first chance to look at quarterback Melvin German, who drew the start, but he kind of spent much of his time trying to elude a pass rush. That's the first of 9 sacks for the defense.
Well, it's more about how good the defensive line is, because 9 times out of 10, we working on the fundamentals and technique as much as possible. And while we're doing that, it doesn't matter who we're going against. As long as we execute our job and get to our man, we'll be a good defensive pass rushing team.
German did get the offense rolling on its second possession. The screen pass to Jonathan Wallace put the Owls in scoring position. That would eventually lead to a Mitch Anderson 27-yard field goal, the first of 4 FAU field goals on the afternoon. Quez Johnson was the second FAU quarterback to get a shot. Corey Henry greeted the JUCO transfer on the first play with a sack. Running back Tony Moore, he enjoyed a breakthrough spring. This was the longest run from scrimmage by a back in the spring game. Linebacker Freedom Whitfield had a strong series in the first half, culminating in this monster shot on Robert Lonis. That can't feel good. This German pass to Daniel McKinney set up another field goal. German finished 8 of 13 for 88 yards, but threw both picks on the day. FAU took a break from scrimmaging for a little in-game entertainment. Offensive and defensive linemen taking turns catching punts, or at least trying to. Martin Wright, he caught a couple of them to go with his 2 sacks on the day. Some other linemen, they weren't so fortunate. Quez Johnson, he completed 5 of 7 passes on the afternoon. Winfred Strickland made sure this wasn't completion number 6. Second half, let's take a bird's eye look at Wright and Henry converging on German in the end zone for a safety. The biggest offensive highlight of the day came on the final play. That's Stephen Curtis scrambling for the game's lone touchdown.
First half I came out and I didn't start off so well, and went in at halftime, just had to regroup, just calm down, and just go out the second half and just believe in myself and just do what I can do.
The skills players then squared off against the defense for a tug-of-war. The offense won the war, but the defense won the battle, which in this case was the better thing to win. FAU's defense determined to have beaten the offense 32-31 in the spring game.
Well, I think our defensive line played really well. You know, I think Shalom played well. Robinson Eugene played well. Brandon Bryant had another solid day. So I think all 3 of those guys, our linebackers played good. Darius is going to be a heck of a linebacker this year, as is Andre Kirk. And, in the secondary, those guys have had a stellar spring all along. So I think on that side of the ball, that's what I was impressed with. Now, I will tell you, I thought our offensive line stepped up, and it's hard playing with new quarterbacks. I thought that we gave up some sacks today, but if you really look at when the quarterbacks got rid of the ball, it wasn't an issue. It was when they got caught holding, staring at coverages, that we got caught for the sacks. So, but I did think we ran the ball fairly well today, which is good to see from our offensive line.
Bringing the story to OwlAccess.com, I'm Chuck King.